friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you are more than welcome to stay with us, join the family. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about singing high notes. So I want to kind of clear up this common misconception about high notes and kind of bring a little bit of clarity to how to do them better, why you might not have success in singing high notes, and some tricks that you can use going into the future to make sure that, it's smooth sailing every single time. I try to make my videos to where you can go back and reference them to get a better understanding of a concept. So for instance, I have a video on breath, I have a video on alignment. You can take a look at that, and that might help you to better understand some of the points that I bring up in this video. But aside from that, why are your notes cracking? Why is it that you feel tightness, that frog in your throat type of feeling? Well, the truth is, it does have a lot to do with you. What is getting in the way? Muscular tension. Some of it has to do with people not warming up, which is like ridiculously common, more common than people would think. And also something simple as not being hydrated or not getting enough sleep could really affect the way you sing. If you have an issue with your high notes sounding good and sounding clear and sounding powerful or sweet and soft or whatever, that's going to also be something that we talk about in this video as well. So for example, right, if I wanted to sing a high note, some of the things that could go wrong, let's just say, alright, so there could be voice cracking, not sounding good, sounding screechy, cutting off. Some people even told me that when they sing a note, only air comes out, and that has a lot to do with muscular tension, okay? So there's this little thing called alignment, okay? Basically, alignment is the way that you stand. So we have this thing called a singer stance, and it is the proper way for a singer to stand in order to get the best, easy singing, most beautiful results, everything, all that good stuff. And every time we do a voice lesson, we should be standing up. So that's the first thing. I tell my vocalists, stand up, and then we get into alignment, and we get the breath ready, and then we start to sing and we navigate that way. But if something like this, if something like that is difficult for you or it feels scratchy, most likely it's because you need to warm up. More than likely, you need to go back and do your proper warm-ups. Warm-ups can be one way today and another way the next. Your warm-up should be chosen based on your needs that day. Scale warm-ups and solfege is really good for the voice. You want to do the 20 to 25 minutes fully every day. You want instant gratification. That's how we humans are. We want instant gratification, and we want to sing now. We hear a song, we just want to sing, right? We sing along in the car, all that good stuff. But not warming up will actually leave your muscles kind of rigid and inflexible. You know what I mean? It's like going out for a run before you stretch. If you don't stretch, most likely you're gonna be really sore. So it's just good. It's like warming up your car in the sense that thing warming up your car before you drive it in the cold. So yeah, you want to make sure that your muscles are nice and flexible, and that's what warming up does. It puts your muscles in a place where they're flexible and they're able to do the job. We use more muscles in our bodies when we sing than we do when we're relaxed or when we're just speaking, okay? Our bodies engage in different things. That's why it's so important to be relaxed, and your body has to be in alignment. Another thing that we do that prevents us from having good high notes is squeezing. It makes the body work harder to fight through and actually get the sound out. As simple as that sounds, it does. And it's also not good for your voice in the long run. You can create tension that is really not needed. You don't need that extra tension in your body. You don't need it in your mind. Singing should be peaceful. It should be effortless, and it should never ever hurt. It's something that we should be able to do without our voices ever tiring, because when you're using the proper technique, your voice cannot get tired. You might be tired of singing. You might be like, all right, I'm done with this. It's been freaking 3 hours already. But, you know, just relax the body and you'll see a big difference. But it's not just about simply relaxing, right? Because when we say relax, honestly, you tell someone to relax, honestly, the first thing that happens is they tense up. So there's a way to relax. I'll make sure you take a look at the alignment video that I've done, because that's going to really teach you how to relax. But some techniques that we can use to further relax our body: stretching, hot baths and Epsom salts, hot showers, the sauna, the steam room, jacuzzi, the list goes on. But one of my favorite things and more convenient things to do is just to stretch. I stretch every day. I like to stretch my legs, my spine. I like to stretch my abdomen because I know how engaged the abdomen gets when you're singing. So you want to make sure your abdomen is nice and stretched. I massage very frequently, multiple times a day, so that my body stays malleable and my muscles are easier to become relaxed. It's no fun fighting through, you know, tension when you sing. Another thing that could really be hurting your high notes is ice cold water. If you're drinking, it doesn't even have, it doesn't even have to be ice cold, but cold water is not good for the voice. It actually can reverse a vocal warm up. So just stay away from cold water when you're getting ready to sing. And if you do happen to have or need cold water and you've already warmed up, go back and warm up, okay? If you don't have a choice and the water is cold and you just can't find room temperature or warm water, what you can do, a voice teacher taught me this when I was like 13. She said, take the water, take a sip of it, and like let it sit in your mouth and warm up. And that was really helpful. Hot showers, going back to the shower thing, those are really good for the body because you can literally let the water run. And when that warm water hits your throat, it will also help to relax your body and especially the muscles in your voice box. We want to really try hard not to tense and squeeze whenever we're singing the high notes. So this is one of the major parts, really important part of this video. If you're focusing on hitting a note, I want you to get that whole, I want you to let go of the mindset of hitting a note. Because when we hit something, it automatically tells our bodies that we need to tense up in order to absorb the impact to avoid injury, okay? So don't think hit high notes, think sing high notes. Because when you say hit also, you don't say let me hit a low note. You just sing it, right? You don't say let me hit a mid-range note. No, you just sing it. So don't think of high notes as some, you know, oh, I'm in deep water. Oh, this is gonna be hard. When you sing, the goal is to sing freely. It doesn't matter what register you're in. It doesn't matter what song you're singing, what notes you're singing. It takes evenness and comfortability in order to do that. And whenever you do that, please make sure you're standing up so that you have the best access and the most access to breath, okay? So yeah, all those things need to be in alignment, and it's all about balance, and I promise you anyone can do this. Oh my God, I trick my students all the time into singing high notes. I'm serious. There's a way that I do it that they don't even realize that I'm like, you didn't know you could sing that high? And they're like, no, I didn't know. It's because they were too afraid to try, or when they tried, they failed for some reason, but I got you. I got you. Make sure that you're getting enough rest. So one of the methods or the vocalists that I like to use in order to make sure that my high notes stay nice and clear no matter what is circular breathing. Circular breathing is an exercise where you have a metronome. The metronome is playing the beats, so you'll hear a tapping noise. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And what you're doing is you're inhaling breath over a certain amount of measures. When I first started my circular breathing exercises, I could only inhale over 4 measures and exhale over 4 measures. And then I found myself quickly getting up to 7 and then 8 and so on. So it takes practice and dedication. That's why vocalises are super important, not just voice exercises. Vocalises are something completely different. They're exercises like a prescription that your voice teacher gives to you in order to help you overcome certain shortcomings of, your voice and to grow as a vocalist. So the right amount of practice, the right technique is going to be really beneficial to helping you to have healthier high notes. I want you to let go of the mindset of hitting a note, because when we hit something, it automatically tells our bodies that we need to tense up in order to absorb the impact to avoid injury. Okay? So don't think hit high notes, think sing high notes. Because when you say hit also, you don't say let me hit a low note. You just sing it, right? You don't say let me hit a mid-range note. No, you just sing it. So don't think of high notes as some oh, I'm in deep water. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Don't it should be as simple as singing anything else. And that's the mindset you want to have when you sing. The goal is to sing freely. It doesn't matter what register you're in. It doesn't matter what song you're singing, what notes you're singing. Of course, some songs may be easier than others, but it still should be very easy to sing. Okay? So hopefully this helps. Also, make sure that you're getting enough rest when you're doing high notes. And like I said, it's very important to do your warm-ups so that your voice is ready to make the muscular moves that needs to be made in order to sing freely like that. Okay? So yeah, hopefully this helps. Hopefully you're not thinking, oh, I have to hit these high notes, and this video was helpful. If you learned anything in this video, or if this video was helpful to you at all, please feel free to share it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Thank you so much, my sunshines. I will be seeing you in my next video. Ciao.